If you think Microsoft is not spying on you, you are wrong. There are many ways in which Microsoft is doing so, and I will show you how to stop it. This video will provide you with an easy way to stop Microsoft spying. However, I will also take time to explain how this is actually accomplished.
Hello my friends, my name is Irvin, also known as Kuboman. Today I'm going to show you how to block all of the services that are used by Microsoft in order to spy on you. And there are a bunch of different things that they're spying on you, using telemetry, data settings, and things that you write on your computer, things that you search for your computer. They even have advertising. They even have advertising ID specifically for your computer so they can send you targeted ads. So we certainly want to block some of this stuff, because especially if you're worried about personal identity, personal everything that you do on your computer, right? So the program we need is called Spybot NTB. You can go ahead and go to Google and search for that. And the first thing that comes up should be this link that's called safer-networking.org. If you see that, go ahead and click on the very first thing that you see. This will take you to a download page, and I've done this earlier, so it'll download super quickly, but all in all it's just a tiny program anyways. So the version here that they have is version 1.6. It may look slightly different if you're watching this later in the year or some couple of years later, I don't know, but it will download here, and then you can just go ahead and open it up and install it. I know there was a black screen right there because my recording doesn't actually see the pop-up for some reason. So anyways, once you have it open, the application, go ahead and click OK. And this is just typical stuff. You can click accept here so you can go further, click next, and then click install, and now it's going to install it. So now when we launch it, apologize, there was a black screen again. This is how it looks like, right? This is how it looks like. It actually doesn't come telemetry hosts. Let me click undo. This is actually how it looks like initially. What you've seen there green in the first, that's leftover, what I had earlier when I was just messing around with it. But this is how it looks like, and these are the type of things that will block for you. There are, here's the advertising ID here that you can see, and even you can block the sensors. Just like you have, to be fair, this is just these are some of the things that happens on your phone as well. So let's go ahead and click on start button here. Doesn't this look familiar? Kind of looks like your phone, doesn't it? And this is exactly what Microsoft is trying to do. Trying to get this type of telemetry settings that are used. And look at this. Even with the handwritten data. So if you have a touch screen that you can write on, anything that you write there may be sent to Microsoft. We don't know that, right? So in order to resolve this and block all of these issues, you can simply click immunize, and you can just call it a day and be done with it. But if you want to know how this is done and what actually happens with this program, what does it do? It actually goes in and changes settings within registry that are there for each one of these issues that we have here, right? It goes in and just makes the changes in your registry and disables them, and I'll show you how that happens. By the way, in this, you have a next tab over, optional. You can actually block a bunch of other stuff. If you get this, look, you even block Bing. If you want to block Bing and anything that's associated with it, you can certainly do that. You can block any other things that you have available here, right? I'll let you do that and kind of decide whether you want to mess with that or not. So let me show you how this actually happens. So if you go to options, if you click hide options, this is how it normally looks like. If you click show options, you actually get location of the registry keys of the registry entries for each one of these things that it's blocking, right? So let's have a look. I don't know. Let's look at this apps that use advertising IDs. This is the location of it right here. As you can see, HK current user, software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, advertising info, and then enabled. That's the name of the entry that's within the registry, but it's under this path. So we kind of have to dig through and look for it. Let's go ahead and open up our registry. So I have it here. So we know it's HK local user, right? It says here HK local user. So we know it's this one when we expand that. And then the next one is software right here. Software, so we got to look for software, and here it is. We're just going to expand this. See, this is software. We're going to expand that, and the next part of it is let's see here, software, Microsoft. Next one is Microsoft. Here's Microsoft. We're going to expand that, and then next one within Microsoft folder is Windows. And you see how they made this difficult. It's Windows, right? And this is why we have this piece of software. But this is just a learning progress, so you guys know exactly what's happening. So now we have Windows expanded, right? We have Windows expanded. And then we have, next one is current version, which is the very top one here. Let me kind of stretch this out a little bit more so you guys can see better. Okay, current version, we're going to expand that. And the next one here is advertising info, right? That's the next one we need to expand. Advertising info, not expand, but actually select. So this folder has this enabled entry here, which is this, right? Which is this. See, it says enabled, right? So when we select this, we know that it's disabled. It's just the name of this key that it's called enabled. But we know it's disabled because it says 0 here, and that means disabled for this type of registry entry, right? It's called a D word, and we know that that's true because here it's all green, and that means that it's blocked. It's all blocked. We know that it's blocked. Now let me show you what happens when I turn this to 1. So if I change this value to 1, this will actually re-enable it, as it says here. It will re-enable this tracking. So if I close this, this will actually be unchecked, right? Let me see here. And it's not going to be green anymore because it's again re-enabled within Windows. So we have our Spybot anti-beacon here. And when we open it up, you can see that this part of it is back, right? We need to, no blocks placed yet because we have enabled it. So this is what this program does. This is what anti-beacon does. It goes through all of these settings here and makes changes for you because there are so many of them, right? That's the point of this, right? But I really wanted to show how this is done. So we're going to go back here. If you want to do this manually, 0 means disabled. This registry query no longer works. And let's go back in. It's going to turn green. This is going to turn green again once I open it. And just a sec here. And there you have it. See, apps that use advertising IDs. It's all blocked. It's all good. There you have it, guys. Yeah, I really wanted to make one of these videos just so you guys can learn a bit about it and kind of stay safe if this was what you choose to do, right? All right. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.